can watch this back, folks. Afterwards, please do share it around, let people know what's going on and everything else. You can see the dsport side just in front of us here. Warming up. They've got we're just chatting some strategies. Bevin Rolton there at the top of this, more in the middle of the screen. You can see the 0.5 with Chris Barry, Peter Martin, Michael Barry, Amy Dunn, and Tyler Jennings making a return to the sport. I didn't hear that, Gav, sorry.
Sorry, Mum. He touched too.
It's not the first time he's done it. I'll be your cameraman and your commentator for this one. As you can see, I've just taken the score down. One couple of buttons too many to push.
Stumbling a bit, or just
Amy Dunn and Peter Martin usually play for the DG Sport Waikato Stampede, but filling in for Wellington, another team that unfortunately has had injuries and illness. As Lincoln, the referee, gets us underway, assisted by Hunter. Greg Mitchell, the man from Canterbury, is going to get round Chris Barry and open up the scoring. 1-0. Lincoln just has to go and remove a date here from the stuff out of the way. Barry down to Tyler Jennings. Fall over the top there to Chris Barry.
pretty well.
Twins. Chris and Michael. 1 at 12. Greg Mitchell does some good defending there. Kevin Rolton making some space. And it'll be Chris Barry who will level things up 1 apiece. 30 seconds gone in this one. Cody Everson. Off to Mike Todd. Flips the ball over to Greg Mitchell. And he'll take it out to the 2-1 ball game.
No, I should have been there.
Big game for the Crusaders coming up tonight, taking on
Game.
the unbeaten Chiefs, Yoha Chiefs, in Super Rugby at FMG Stadium, Waikato. Should be a good match. Tyler Jennings, man from Hawke's Bay. Go on the far side, get round Greg Mitchell pretty easy. Makes it 2-1 to dsport.
Sad.
Fairfield Wellington changing their name a couple of years ago. And Greg Mitchell get around and make it 2 apiece.
Part-time around.
It's pretty easy. Going for both sides, goal try for try at the moment.
I could help myself, but
As Greg Mitchell gets in the way and makes it a held ball.
you do it or you don't.
A held ball is a situation where a player from each team has a simultaneous possession. Well, to end up with the arrow. Great to see David Dewhurst tuned in again. Good to have you, mate. And just Barry goes to the left with a bit of side wheel. Looking at his options. Rolton trying to make some room.
Yep.
Mitchell gets his mitts in the way. It'll still be there with dsport. Back over the back half though, but it was touched by Canterbury last. So they're allowed to go backwards. And timeout called with pretty much only a second left on that try clock.
Well, that's what
So they'll reset it back to 15.
knew everything in Ripton, probably the ones that I've been doing. Oh, the team. The athletes have given up.
Started throwing when I was 16 and
Yeah.
Canterbury setting up their defence on the baseline. Jennings trying to make his way through. Can't. And illegal player leaving the court. So it's as though Cody Everson might be the first player in the bin. Yeah, it is. Man who will receive his Paralympic pin later on tonight at the Health Vision Festival of Disability Sport Awards, along with Hayden Barton Coots and Gavin Rolton. Here with Jennings. We'll try and use as much as this 40 seconds as they can, but just need to make sure they score. They do, even though Mike Todd tries to prevent it. 3-2 now.
going around you.
Mitchell to apologise. It's 3 apiece on the scoreboard. He'll make it a 1-point ball game.
So easy to have.
Jennings with the ball.
Oh, yeah.
Finding some room around Mike Todd. 4-3 with 5 minutes 30 left on the clock
Question.
in this first period. Game 3 on the other court. The Clyn Rhinos playing Bad Plenty Steamrollers. 4-1 to the Rhinos in the early stages over on that one. It's Chris Barry. All over the top. Mitchell gets his hands in the way. That is the ability of an able-bodied player. Experienced player and coach himself. The coach at international level, I should say. Recently stepped down as Wheel Blacks coach, head coach. Chris Barry. With it, Mitchell marking him well. Can't get the pass away. He's got 12 seconds to get over halfway, and he's called
Perfect 2-1. That's nice.
timeout. They're allowed 4 player timeouts, and they can be called at any stage while the ball is in play.
So I take it we can't walk, but he was far.
Play will resume. Canterbury Chargers down on their own
Is he home alone now?
baseline waiting. Jennings going forward with the dsport team.
Did he see still? Or?
2 to the left. Well, now they go 2 to the right. Does the Barrys move to the right? Jennings trying to find some room. Rolton can't find a hole for him. And tries to get around Mitchell Simpson and gives it off to Chris Barry. And now it's
Need to go back to
5-4.
He could
4 minutes 18
and he went out round.
in this first period. Mitchell tries to find Mitchell Simpson in support. Ends up getting his own pass off to Cody Everson. And ball will still remain with Canterbury. It was a dsport hand. Big thanks to the festival sponsor, McFall Fuel, proudly supporting our communities is their motto.
Those obviously.
Our Vision Festival of Disability Sport happening this weekend as well. Plenty of other action going on. Getting back to this one, Cody Everson.
Yeah.
Going around the corner. Can't get it off. Gets the pass off to Greg Mitchell, though, and makes it 6-4. Nothing we can do about the referees being in the way, folks. They've got a job to do. Chris Barry gets it off. There's Jennings in there. Gets off Mitchell. Canterbury's defence pretty solid at the moment. 28 left on the try clock. Long ball. And it's been juggled there. And missed by dsport, so it'll be staying with Canterbury.
Young man should have hit that. High problem. Coming to me now. Back up.
Greg Mitchell with ball in hand from the inbound. Barry misses him. Gets over halfway. And makes it look pretty easy. Number 6 from Canterbury.
Like it's go for a wheel and pass on the try.
7-4 now. 2 minutes 53 left in the first period. Ball there to one of the Barries. And down court. Good hit, good wacky do from Greg Mitchell. Gets his hand in the way, and it's a turnover. Making it look easy at the moment, the Canterbury Chargers. Asking for some screen work to be done. Doesn't matter, gets around, gets out. 8-4, 2 minutes 20 left. Jamie Kaidu on the court in jersey number 5. Singlet number 5, I should say. It's Chris Barry. I think he thought he was in there, just couldn't quite get it. Now gets off the pick, goes around Greg Mitchell, off to Jennings. Good try there. 8-5, 2 minutes left, first period. Let us know in the comments where you're tuning in, folks, who you're supporting. Do have the comments open in front of me, and I'll get to them when I can. Sort of a one-man band at the moment. Mitchell down court. Can support players with him, but dsport almost just let him go. 9-5, 1 minute 44.
Let's go, Wellington.
And gone out of court from Jennings.
Geez, you blow that whistle like a barrel.
Mitchell from the inbound of Everson. And illegal use of hands called. And that one goes against Michael Barry. So he's in the bin there for a try. For a Canterbury try or a minute of play. Everson. Up to Mitchell Simpson. He scores, makes it 10-5, 1 minute 27 on the clock. Jennings with a long ball down court.
Nice.
And Greg Mitchell goes over. As the try is scored from Michael Barry.
Yeah, David.
Cody Everson's the player, sorry. I was hoping it was Greg. Apologies, folks, just while this screen issue's happening. That seems to be sorted now. There with Mitchell. Mitchell dinking around, gets through the corner, and it's 11-6, 1 minute and 8 seconds. And the ball is long way down. I think Mitchell's going to let that, yes. And it's 10 seconds, no bounce, so Canterbury Chargers will have it back in the corner here. Yeah, thanks, David. I did see the issues with the camera. Hopefully have it sorted now. There with Mitchell. Jennings trying to push him out of court. And it's gone against Cody Everson. 10 seconds in the key here. So it'd be dsport ball. Mitchell ends up with it. Jennings tried to tap it back into Martin and couldn't. As Dave, the long arms does come in handy. And it's gone against Rolton before in the key. 4 defensive players in that key. The yellow lines you can see in front of the cones, and that's what the key area is in wheelchair rugby. Defensive teams can't have all 4 players sitting in there, and on the other side, the attacking team can't spend 10 seconds or more with a player in there. Greg Mitchell leading up some time, 20 seconds left in this first period, 11-6 they lead. Ball down to Everson. I'll have to show this on Everson. That is one of the other Canterbury players. Jamie, who's missed that. And with 4 seconds left on the clock. Good long ball down from Jennings. It's going to be collected there from Mitchell. It's got 2 seconds. And that is the end of the first quarter. Here, game 3 of day 1 of the WRC 1. It is Canterbury Chargers leading 11 over dsport 6. It's not too bad. All right, so welcome back. Second quarter action. dsport trailing 11-6 against Canterbury Chargers. There's a held ball in that first period. So Canterbury start. Greg Mitchell scores pretty easy. Here with Barry. He will try and outpace Greg Mitchell there, but can't quite. Just back in with the side wheel, crashes his way through. And for the second period, it's 1 apiece. On the scoreboard though, 12-7. Canterbury Chargers leading. Auckland Rhinos at the end of their first period on the other court. 15-4 against the Bay Plenty Steamrollers. Mitchell has it. And Mitchell Jennings just lets him go past. Jennings gets through a hole. And just left alone. He scores in the end. 13-8. 3 stages of the second period. Everson has it. Barry marking him, and Everson's going to win it. With a little bit of love tap on the way through. Barry goes down long. Mitchell gets in the way. Jennings challenges him. The ball goes out. And dsport looking to roll some changes. They do. Jennings with ball in hand. Goes around the left.
Yours, girl.
14-8. 6 minutes 40 in the second period left. As Jennings lets the ball go, it's off his chair. Now dsport make those changes. Homie Dunn on for Christopher Barry. Dave McCalman at the top of your screen there with the mobility scooter at the front of his stage here. One of the founding members of New Zealand Wheelchair Rugby, the first coach, and timeout called from Mitchell Simpson there as he's being pushed out of court.
Eating other beans.
It's one apiece in timeouts now. Get 4 in a game.
And some communication.
Jamie. And Jamie down to Greg Mitchell. And great pass there. Sets up another try. Makes it 15-9. I apologise for those black screens, folks. I'm going to have a play around at half time to try and make sure that those issues are fixed. One-man band, it's not easy at times. 15-10 now. It's Mitchell looking to make it 16, and he does. It's around Michael Barry.
Then over to the wipe it all up. Oh, then. Yeah, now. How's he? Is he 100% or? One of the lucky ones. Let's see.
17-11 now. 5 minutes 37 left in this first half.
Yeah.
It's Michael Barry down that left-hand court. Got Jennings wide, uses them, and Everson with a little bit of help on the way through.
Yeah, I can't do that. Good job. We're not going to.
Everson finds Mitchell. Mitchell has it Gives it back to Everson there. Now back to Mitchell again. And around on the left-hand side. Mitchell goes. And I believe that's probably 16 of 18 goals that Greg Mitchell scored. 18-12. Just over 5 minutes left in the first half. There with Jennings. And Jennings will make it 18-13. Now with Jamie Kairu. Good hit on there from Michael. Gives it off to Greg. Greg down to Everson. Gets over halfway. Some good ball skills there from the one-pointer. Lion, as he's affectionately known in wheelchair rugby. And it was a hooter. But Michael Berry makes it 19-13. As Canterbury Chargers make some changes. Mike Todd and Ian Simpson on from Mitchell Simpson and Jamie Kairu. 19-13, 4 minutes 38 left. First half. Thank you for your patience with those technical issues, folks. NZWR would also like to thank these companies for their great support and continued support. Melrose who helped supply the chairs and gloves, chairs and gear. Lynn River who supply the gloves. DG Sport with the uniform.
Oh, okay.
And Dylan's Creative for their work with social media. Big thanks to those guys for helping out this great sport of wheelchair rugby. Play on now with Greg Mitchell bringing the ball up. dsport hanging in the defensive key area. Waiting. Jennings meeting Mitchell. Gets the flick and odds hand over two from Jennings. Ball down to him. He's got the leaders going. Yeah, but Mitchell's going to turn the ball back to his team.
Come on, Toddy, be brave.
And Greg Mitchell getting around the pick of Amy Dunn. Gets around Michael Berry. 20-14. Just under 4 minutes to go, first half. Game 3 action. Well, down to Michael Berry.
No,
Heavily involved in this game so far.
No, I can't say I've been to any athletics quite some time now.
Now there with Mike Todd hanging on to it.
Keep saying.
Just over the halfway. Can't take it back into the back court. Nice ball over the top to Greg Mitchell.
I
And gets around Michael Berry. 21-15. 3 minutes 22 left. Michael Berry trying to get rid of Greg Mitchell. He does. And Michael will score.
Are they struggling for a bit?
21-16. Just over 3 minutes to go, first half. And the whistle's gone.
Yeah.
Georgia, what was that for?
I was watching
Can't get good help. Can't get good help. There with dsport with a turnover. Unsure that their call was, sorry. infringement on the foul, on the inbound as Jennings winding up. Tries to get through and can't. And penalty try called for 4 in the key. Ian Simpson has it. Off to Mike Todd. Now Mitchell. Greg Mitchell. Bit confusing when you've got a Greg Mitchell and a Mitchell Simpson. Worst things can happen to commentators though. Gets around Amy Dunn. Makes it 22-17. 2 minutes 30 left.
So again, hear that?
Dunn looking at her options. Gives it off to Rolton for the give and go maybe. Ball is loose. And Mitchell picks it up off the ground. Ball over the top there to Mike Todd. Makes it 23-17. Loose ball. So dsport will make some changes next opportunity they can. And bit of a loose pass there. That didn't quite go to the hand of Michael Barry. And Peter Martin and Chris Barry are going to come onto court for Tyler Jennings and Gavin Rolton. (23-17), 2 minutes 17 left in this first half. Over on the other court, 23-8 Auckland Rhinos lead the Bay Plenty Steamrollers. Canterbury Chargers have it in their left-hand corner, in that far corner. Now it's Greg Mitchell. Mike Todd closest to clip camera. Mitchell Simpson goes round to make some room. And Greg Mitchell finds that hole and makes it 24-17. 2 minutes and 6 seconds left. Peter Martin, experienced campaigner, as gets around, does Michael Barry. 24-17. Now, down to Mike Todd. A long pass, and it's the capability you can see of having an able-bodied player. If you are new to the sport, each player has different grading between a 0.5 and 4.5. Your 4.5s are generally high pointers. The higher the pointer, the higher the number, the more able they are. And your attacking players generally. As Greg Mitchell picks up that loose ball, making it look easy. 26-18. The able-bodied players can't play the game at national level, but they can play at this tournament, which is created to enable all players to play the sport of wheelchair rugby. It's gone out of court. 1 minute 15 left. 26-18. Canterbury Chargers leads against dsport.
Chris, okay, you go to inbound and have Amy screening.
Ball here with Mitchell Simpson on the inbound. Here to Jamie Kaidu. Gets it. Peter Martin trying to stop him. Gets the ball off to Greg Mitchell. And just trying to find some holes at the moment. Can't at the moment. Now it gets round. Amy Dunn tries to squeeze them out of the corner and can't. 27-18. 57 seconds left. First half. Peter Martin. From track and field athlete. Won medals at Paralympic level. There with Chris Barry. Pops it over to his twin brother, Michael. And Michael will score. 27-19, 41 seconds left. WRC won part of the Health Vision Festival of Disability Sport. Ball down to Jamie Kairu. And Jamie will stroll over for his third. 27-20. 25 seconds left. And it's an illegal inbound here, so it'll be Canterbury ball from the corner. This ball comes to Greg Mitchell.
Nice work. Hold him there.
Chris Barry trying to hold him and can't. Now around in the corner and gets there. Some solid defence there trying to be shown by Amy Dunn. Got a high pointer on a mid-pointer basically. Peter Martin, also a former Wheel Black coach, gives the ball off. Finds Greg Mitchell, and that is half time. Here, 29-19, I should say. Canterbury Chargers leading dsport. Just bear with us with the video footage, folks. Just going to play around with that, try and get it worked. All right, welcome back. Second half action between Canterbury Chargers and dsport from Wellington. 29-19, the Canterbury Chargers leading. My name is Bevin, Jenkinson of Bev's Broadcasting. Great to have your company. Hopefully I'll fix those video issues. I do thank you patience for it as well. Chris Barry making some room, gives the ball off to his brother Chris, and scores.
Start at yellow.
29-20. His ball is juggled out. And it's come off, waiting for the referee to come off. Canterbury? So it's a dsport ball. Tyler will score in Wellington go 2-0 at the start of the third period. Tied out, gives it off to Mitchell. Mitchell will go down court. Chris Barry giving a chase. He scores. Ball there with Chris Barry. Number 12, his brother Michael. We're not seeing the identical twins. A little bit of difference if you're paying enough attention. And 30-22, 7 minutes 14. There with Greg Mitchell. Goes backwards, doesn't matter how you go. Do it forwards, backwards, or sideways. Mitchell sitting in the corner there. Just wasting a bit of time. Jamie Kydell, sorry. Oh, to Mitchell Simpson, can't get it. And Tyler Jennings It's a little bit messy, showing a bit of rust. And straight to Greg Mitchell, who will score 31-22, 6 minutes 25.
One, two, three, four, eleven.
Now Michael gives it off down to his brother Chris. 31-23, 6 minutes 12 left. Third period. Over on the other court, Auckland Rhinos 31-9 over Bay of Plenty Steamrollers at the moment. Mitchell has it. Bounces it. Good wacky do there from Rolton and Chris Barry, Michael Barry. And Jeremy Cardell just can't quite reach it. Goes out of court. And there's Canterbury Chargers rolling some substitutions. Michael Todd. Michael Todd and Cody Everson coming on from Jamie Cardell and Mitchell Simpson. Chris Barry to Jennings. Jennings juggles it. Now there is Chris Barry can't pull it in. Ladders into the end. See smaller ends. Greg Mitchell. Good ball there to Mike Todd. I'm aware that the screen's fluttering still. Sorry, folks. I'm going to change it for the next game. A great thought to fix the issue wasn't right. As Mike Todd makes it 32-23. Ball there. There's Mike Todd. Gets a good time out. There with Canterbury. Greg Mitchell getting there and back over court. Back over half. Oh, bit of a rookie error there from the experienced Greg Mitchell. It happens to everybody. So it'll be dsport ball. 32-23. 5 minutes and 2 seconds left, third period. Gavin Rolton, one of the wheelback coaches, plays as well. Off to Jennings. Jennings gets around Ian Simpson. Ball down to the Barrys. Rolton flicking it around. Picks up there from Chris Barry. And we'll make it 32-24. Bit of an interesting third period we've got on our hands here. dsport playing well. Mike Todd with ball in hand. Finds Greg Mitchell. Good afternoon to his family if you're tuning in down in Christchurch. As Mitchell goes round and scores 32-24, 4 minutes 20 left on the clock. Bit of a give and go with Rolton, but Todd gets his hands in the way. It'll still be with dsport, I think. Good discussion going on. Might try to wheel black as well. There with Michael Barry down to Jennings and with a hit on him. It'll be Canterbury ball. There with Everson. There with Todd. Todd looked to pass, held onto it, gives it off to Mitchell. Mitchell, Everson, over backwards. As long as you get two wheels, doesn't matter which two wheels you get over and how you do it. As long as you got ball in hand and safely. As timeout call, good push from the Canterbury defence, but great call there from Chris Barry. No, Michael Barry, sorry. To call that timeout before he gets pushed out, and it would have resulted in a turnover. You see some camera crew here, I believe, talking to a couple of the people involved. That they're making a doco that'll be out on Prime and then across all the Sky Sport channels, across all six, across six of them anyway. The doco that they're making for about 6 months, so great exposure for the sport. And Jennings fumbles it. 34-24, 4 minutes left in this third period. Mitchell has Jennings on him. Jennings trying to dislodge and can't. As Mitchell makes his way through. With that smile on his face as well. Jennings pulls for inbound. Next game coming up on the live stream at 3:30. There's Jennings, hands on his head. As the pass was to nobody. And you got 10 seconds once the whistle goes for the inbound to be touched, and it wasn't there. Huge thanks to the Festival of Disability Sports sponsor, McFall Fuel, proudly supporting our communities as their slogan. Mitchell winding down the clock a bit. Scoreboard's in their favour, so they can do this. I mean, you can do it whether it is or not. It's like Todd scores. But it's generally the team that are leading that'll try and wind it down. 35-24. 3.5 minutes to go, third period. And down there from Martin, hits a chair and bounces up for Mitchell. Gives it off to Everson. Back-to-back tries for the Canterbury Chargers. Auckland Rhinos on the other court leading 34-11. Halfway through the third period in the other court. Jennings. Makes sure it doesn't go over halfway. Good wacky do coming in from Mitchell. Jennings has done well here to stay in his half, and he has. And timeout called this time. So timeout called. So reset to 15 seconds. Jennings has it. The try clock, that's reset to 15 seconds. And I think there's a rest error that's come in there. Blowing his whistle, I think he's heard timeout. And called it. So, yeah, there's a ref's error and reset to 40. Referees are human beings. Accidents happen. And Jennings scores anyway. 36-26. 2 minutes 51 on the clock. Sport of Wheelchair Rugby is always looking for more referees, more volunteers. Please get in touch with your local parafed about it. As back over half is called. It's gone into his front court and then been pushed over the back. Be dsport ball. So do get in touch with your local parafed or go down to a training or something. Volunteers are always greatly appreciated and a great sport to be involved in. That is wheelchair rugby. South have been involved 13 years and still going. As turn over here for Mitchell Simpson and the Canterbury Chargers. Greg Mitchell has it. And gives it off back to Everson. 37-26. Here with Chris Barry. So Michael Barry, sorry. And gives it to Jennings. Good whacky do just off screen. From Peter Martin on Mike Todd. Mitchell. A long reach. To Todd. Todd over the top. To Greg Mitchell coming through. Scores the try. 38-27. In terms of volunteers, there's always support stuff. Jennings down. Oh, Trust Barry just can't quite hold on to it. It was a good pass though. 38-27, 1 minute 44 left. In this third period, is Canterbury bringing some changes. Mike Todd off for Jamie Kydell.
There it goes, Lord. Let him have.
Emerson bunts it down. Finding Simpson. Mitchell Simpson this time. The low pointer gets ganged up on. Jamie Kydell after Mitchell. Some great play here from the Canterbury Chargers. And Emerson, who started all the way back down the other end, finishes it off. 39-27. Jennings getting off Mitchell Simpson there. There's Rolton, Barry and Martin with him. We'll go round on that left-hand corner. Hole there made by Gavin Rolton. 39-28. 1 minute 12 left, third period. Mitchell gets around Gavin Rolton. High pointer on a low pointer. Guess who won that one? 40-28, just under a minute to go. In the other court, 37-15, the Auckland Rhinos are leading. They have plenty steamrollers. Clyde out off it. Still with Jennings. Jennings reaches back in his chair after the Barry and Michael and Peter Martin finishes it off. That one probably made the highlight reel. 40-29, 32 seconds left, third period.
Oh, nice, mate.
Craig Mitchell, ball in hand. Down there, Everson gets a hit from Jennings. Ball is loose.
Go yellow.
And how ball is the call? And it'll be dsport ball. I heard some of it, but not enough. Right, actually, this is with Canterbury Chargers still. Mitchell trying to find a way through. And try scored. Yes, it is. 41-29, 6 seconds left on the clock. Jennings says it. Going to go with a long down court. And it's going to go out. And still with a second left on the clock. Mitchell, long ball down. And that's not going to be touched. Is it? Yes, it is. And no try. No try. He looks devastated down there at that. So no try, and at the end of the third period, it is 41-29, Canterbury Chargers leads.
I'm thinking of him touching. Come on.
All right, start of the fourth quarter. Let's get the camera back on to the action. Sorry, folks. Peter Martin has it for dsport. Team from Wellington. And Michael Barry scores 41-30. 7 minutes 50 in this game left. Greg Mitchell has it. Jamie Kaido fumbles it, picked up there by Michael Barry. And gives it, Peter Martin gives it back to him. 41-31. The fourth quarter starting the way the third quarter did.
Yeah, that's right there, Chris. Right there, Chris.
Jamie Kaido has it. He'll go down court. He's got Ian Simpson to do some blocking for him. And Canterbury Chargers pull one back on the other court. 38-16. Auckland Rhinos currently leading at the start of the fourth period against Bay of Plenty Steamrollers. Ball's out of court. And big dsport ball. It's come off Canterbury last. Peter Martin sends it down. And Greg Mitchell's got in the way of it. Turnover. Cleans up his intercept. And Michael Barry getting in the way of it. There with Jamie Kaido. Just Greg Mitchell. dsport letting him come to him. Tries to close the gap and gets through. 43-31. Canterbury Chargers lead.
Stay wide, Michael. That's it.
Peter Martin. got Michael Barry with him. And just side wheel on Greg Mitchell. Couldn't do anything with that one. 43-32. Ian Simpson off to Jamie Kodo. Kodo. Sorry. And it's still with dsport. So Jamie last. To Peter Martin. Greg Mitchell marking. There to Chris Barry. Off to Michael. And through his hands. The Canterbury ball.
Hey, oh.
There with Greg Mitchell. And here with Jamie Kaido. Who will score 44-32.
Take it low.
With Peter Martin down to Michael Barry. And he will score 44-33. Now Greg Mitchell, ball in hand. Sorry about the camera work, folks. The one-man band at the moment.
I think it's going to have a heart attack.
Trying to do a million jobs. 45-33. 5 minutes 30 left in the final period. 42-19 in the court behind where players. Auckland Rhinos leading Bay Plenty Steamrollers. Peter Martin has it. And ball down to Michael Barry. Michael Barry will score. Coach's timeout called by Wellington for dsport. New Zealand Wheelchair Rugby would like to thank these companies for their great and continuous support. Melrose, who supply chairs and gear. Lynn River, who supply gloves. DG Sport for the uniform. And Dylan's Creative for his work on social media. Festival has their awards tonight, emceed by Amanda Lowry. Played on the earlier game that was on the live stream. Close to Bay Plenty Steamrollers. Cody Everson and Gavin Rolton involved in this game, as well as Hayden Barton Coots for Auckland, receiving their Paralympic pins at the awards tonight, having represented the Wheel Blacks at Tokyo in 2021. This pin's given out when you represent your country for the first time. WRC format this year, a little bit different compared to other years. Top 4 teams will battle it out for the WRC title in Wellington. Or the top 4 teams from this tournament will battle it out in Wellington. While the 5th place team here will join Manawatu, Otago in the New Zealand Invictus Wheelchair Rugby side in WRC, in the Division 2 of WRC, sorry. Canterbury score a quick goal there, and Michael Barry getting around Greg Mitchell. Can't stay in the court though.
Good enough game, mate.
Couple of ladies enjoying themselves over there. Siobhan Terry, who was a swimmer and now is off to Mike Todd, 46-34. Now turn to track cycling. Also part of the Halberg junior setup. Amy Dunn. Amy Dunn getting away from Cody Everson, gives him a look and goes. 47-35, 44 minutes 40 left in this match. Mitchell has it.
Go, go, go!
Down to Mike Todd.
Front of the pass.
Now to Everson. And Everson will score his fourth.
Player will stop.
48-35.
Looking what's happening.
Yeah.
Rolton off to Michael Barry. Gets around Mike Todd. And score. Quick game at the moment, being played by both sides. Ball from Todd down to Everson. Gets off Jennings. Looking around for support. Finds Todd coming through. And Todd gets some good side wheel. And past Jennings and scores.
And it didn't.
There with Michael Barry. Flings it over to Amy Dunn. Catches her wheel and goes out. So the Canterbury ball. Easiest way to tell who the high pointers and low pointers are. Generally, the low pointers have the pick bars. So there's that little piece at the front that protrudes out. See Gavin Rolton right there with one. And ball there from Todd. Finds Ian Simpson. Who scores his second of the match. Scored a couple for a low pointer. 0.5 that he played. 0.5 classification. Does happen from time to time. Tyler Jennings. Reaching back to go with the long ball. And he can't get it over halfway. 12 seconds were up anyway. To get over half. And 50-36. 3 minutes 20 left in this game. Canterbury Chargers in front.
I think so. There's when I've spoken to them, just trying to get out and tell them what I'm doing.
There with Michael. Michael has it. Michael Barry. Getting around. Good hit there from one of the dsport low pointers. Frees them up. 51-37, just over 3 minutes. There with Mike Todd. Long ball. Mid ball, I should say. Don't know what Greg Mitchell's looking at his gloves for. He's not happy about something. It scores 52-37. Just under 3 minutes to play. Give and go with Rolton and Jennings. Jennings gets off Mitchell and Everson.
Yes.
Now ball down to Michael Barry. 52-38.
But in doing so, the old
Give and go with Ian and Mike.
So
Like a 2-pointer. Ball down to Cody Everson.
there's a environment, but
He will score
here,
53-38.
so you sort of got to have a system to find it. There is an index on it, but it's not quite as
Rolton with the bunt. Finds Jennings. Good pass there.
so you can usually press it.
Barry off to Dunn. And Dunn all alone by herself there.
It's even about
Good positional play. A lot of wheelchair rugby is played off the ball rather than on it. In terms of setup and defence and that.
So
Amanda Lowry has been quoted. Wheelchair rugby's chess on steroids. There's Everson picked there by Barry and Rolton, and he'll go over backwards for his second backwards try.
Yeah.
53-39. 2 minutes left. I thought you said looking pass. Who knows with you, mate? No, yeah, no. That's the reason why I was laughing, because I was like, from there, mate. Hey, Mike,
Wow. Arguably,
bit of off the ball play with some of the players there. Bit of a laugh. Mike Todd's always a good one for that one. Jennings gets the ball away, gets to Dunn. That's a great pass in the end
so he's
to Michael Barry.
waiting. The bench. Yes, all kids. Back forward.
And Michael finds it hole. Gets it through 54-40.
And foul. So it's not foul. So, and then all foul seems to be something else as well.
Just under 1 minute, 1.5 minutes to play in this game. Game 3, day 1 of WRC1.
So,
Mike Todd floats it over. And Mitchell Simpson helps himself to his second. Man, originally from the mighty Waikato,
I could be jumped to establish wrong.
now living in Christchurch.
Because there are, it's good because they challenge you. So then they bring up these confidence.
Amy Dunn gets it. And then gets
There is at the time.
it's a try, I think. I'm just waiting because there's a lot of
Because that was the changeover. The government came in, at that point they got January.
so it is being called back. As it's backing over from the dsport player. Gain possession, last touched in the front half. And then got possession of the back half as Everson has it. Gives it up to Mitchell, so just confirming, no try there. And Mike Todd scores 55-48. 55-40, sorry, as the glare on the screen isn't quite making it clear.
The other problem is that
Trust.
it's like, I mean, people's
There's equipment being made on Greg Mitchell. Just to confirm, that score is 56-40 with just under a minute to play. Ball there to Jennings from Rolton. Marked there well by Mitchell Simpson and Cody Everson. Gets the ball over the back. Gets a good pull there from Michael. And it's a 12-second violation. Hunter does a very good job of getting out of the way of him. Tyler Jennings almost capitulating him. Everson to Mitchell. Long reach.
It's not that far,
Everson has it back. And Everson goes through the middle. Michael Barry marked well.
The other thing of that,
56-40. 30 seconds left.
because we're now,
Yes. Michael Barry goes close to backing over.
so they didn't.
Manages to stay in front on the front half of the court.
But they could. Right,
And Greg Mitchell might have this out. No.
for that,
Flicked back inside.
still Gary Canterbury.
There with Tyler Jennings. 10 seconds left on the clock. Can they score a consolation? Michael Barry does. 57-41. 7 seconds left. Greg Mitchell goes long. Clock doesn't start till it's touched. And Everson gets it and scores with 4 seconds left on the clock.
As a kid, he was my great grandfather's well.
Jennings has it, but that is the game. Canterbury Chargers, they go 2-0 for WRC 1, taking this one out over dsport 58-41.
About my age, 16. Small kids, so this fella's bad.
Canterbury play
By
DG Sport Waikato Stampede on court 2. 3:30. Well, the game being live streamed here. You can find details about that in the description of the video. Catch that next game at 3:30 p.m. in about an hour and a half's time. Yeah, hour and a half's time. So that's it for you today. Ka kite anō. Just don't forget you can watch this footage back to your heart's content. There'll be some highlights videos going out on Bev's broadcasting in days as well.
Hey! Hey! Welcome to the red, huh? You're not doing the